certain that you just can't do it. You are frustrated because it costs money. It costs money to learn to become a successful animal chiropractor. And it also takes courage and dedication on your part, and the courage doesn't come in when you sign up. Well, it does come in when you sign up for class, but the the next piece of courage comes in when you go talk to clients and say, let's set up an appointment. What time do you want me here? Here's how much it costs. For some reason, that is one of the hardest things for doctors to be learning. They fear actually setting up a business. They fear becoming the expert in their field, the person who is there to solve problems for their clients, the person who is there to, help those clients out in a way that is pretty much foolproof. You're going to do one thing. You're going to find subluxations. You're going to do one thing, and that is remove them so that that animal can heal on its own. Pretty simple. One thing you have to be really good at. And yet, doctors come to us, and it just constantly reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz. Maybe because we're in this cloudy, thunderstormy part of the year. But they come to class, they learn it, they go home, and they're like, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. Go talk to those people. Yes, they own animals. Yes, they might have been, prior to you, more successful than you are. And that success comes from the fact that they are not shy about going out and doing the things that they want to do. Here's the other thing. You don't really know what's behind their success. You have no idea how much they still owe on that trailer or on that horse. People take out bank loans to go buy horses, guys. They are not necessarily wealthy. They don't necessarily come from, I have a vault of gold doubloons at my house. They are scraping by, and what you're there to do is not to take more from them, but to help them benefit better from that animal that they just spent a whole bunch of money on. You're going to help that animal thrive and survive so that it doesn't crash through a fence and kill itself before they've paid off the loan. I want you to realize those values. The other part of animal chiropractic training is, just learning how to adjust an animal is not the whole thing. Learning how to build that business is a big part of your animal chiropractic training. Paying your tuition on time is a big part of animal chiropractic training. When you can learn to go out and help and serve those clients, then you will succeed. But until then, we can't just be, it's okay, we'll let you finish anyway. We can't be doing that, in part because that's part of your training. Putting together the money so that instead of going to the bank for a loan, because some of you can't, the bank will say, no, we can't do that. Banks are tough, and they're looking out for themselves, and they're looking out for their clients. They can't be lending to people who won't pay them back. And you can't go to your parents might say no, because your parents know you more than anybody else, and they know that you probably aren't going to actually do anything with the gifts you've been given. And if somebody's not firm with you about those boundaries, how will you ever learn to use those gifts? How will you ever be put into that position where using those gifts makes your life better? And when you get to the other side of that struggle, you'll look back and say, I don't know why I ever thought this was hard. Once you've gotten to the other side of that struggle about talking to clients, about approaching clients, about, your dog there looks like he could use a chiropractic adjustment and his life would be better, and yours would be too. Would it be okay if I take a look at your dog? Here's when I can see you. Here's how you can pay me. Payments due at the time of service. Guys, people want to do the best for their animals. They feel guilty for not doing the best things for those animals on a regular basis. It's not an accident that they come to find you. And the more of those people you line up and adjust, hey, payments due prior to service because it makes my service easier. It makes it smoother so that I can get you in and out and I don't take up all your time today. It makes my life and your life easier. How long does an adjustment take? About 10 minutes. And then there's usually another 5-10 minutes of you asking me questions that I probably already answered. And then we don't have to struggle with you figuring out, how do I pay for this? If you've made that decision up front, we're done. And you can go on your way and your animal will feel better and you can focus on the animal. The treatment can focus on the animal when the payment is done ahead of time, so that we don't divert our attention from what that animal's doing and the animal's healing, and suddenly, now I gotta make this payment. I want you to know that more animal chiropractors out there who've been animal chiropractors for years, 10 years, 20 years, are not very good at their business. And part of the training for Animal Chiropractic 101 is business training. It's helping doctors learn business, the business of animal chiropractic. Animal chiropractic for a very long time has been looked at like sideways by many people as, oh, it's just another little tool I'm going to buy, like all those other $49 tools you bought off of Instagram that sit in a drawer that you'll never use. You used them once or twice and you went, oh, that worked. And then you forgot you had them. Animal chiropractic is more than that. Animal chiropractic is a whole profession of doctors out there who are saving lives and helping animals and helping people to have better lives. Helping those animals thrive and survive and live and produce and actually contribute to their environment and their community and the world. If you, for many doctors, they go into this with that mindset that it's so expensive, I don't think I can do this. And they let that stop them. And what they don't realize is that is part of the training. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has not added animal chiropractic to your practice yet, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com.